its daylight mouth, when all the offices go black and the shadows learn to double back. You used to love this hour best, said it let the damaged people rest, said the dark was honest in a way the noon could never dare to say. I didn't understand back then how a place can hold what leaves a man, how a street can keep one look alive long after all the lights survive. Where the night keeps you, that's where I still go, through the soft lake traffic, through the silver glow. Where the night keeps you under rain and blue, I still lose a little of myself every time I do. There was one rooftop over 4th and Vine, a broken chair and a glowing sign, and all the city spread like a sea of things too bright for sleep. You leaned against me in the window, grand beginning, no dramatic end, just one small warmth against my side and half a moon above the skyline. We talked about the lives we missed, the roads not taken, the names not fixed, and every sentence from your mouth made the whole hard world calm down. I should have held that moment more, should have known what it was for, but love like ours was always true, in the way the mist belongs to blue. Now when I can't bear these rooms, I drive until the avenue blooms, until the late night windows shine like all the years are out of line. And there between the hiss and hum, between the dark and what I've become, I feel you most, I feel you through, right where the night still keeps you. Where the night keeps you, that's where I still go, through the soft lake traffic, through the silver glow. Where the night keeps you under rain and blue, I still lose a little of myself every time I do. That's where I go, where the night keeps you still glowing low. Between us, there were hours between us even then, not just the train times or the men who came before, the jobs, the miles, but all the hurt beneath our smiles. Still, when you sat beside me late in that all-night diner off Route 8, it felt like distance had a seam, the dark might loosen at the edges. Coffee steaming, fluorescent blue, the waitress tired, the jukebox mute, your fingers circling the glass like reading futures in the past. You asked me drove until the city thinned, past warehouses, docks and wind, and every red light on the road looked like a wound that softly glowed. You told me love was not a cure, just a place where pain turns pure, a place where one soft human touch can mean far more than not enough. I think of that when winter comes, when all the avenue goes numb, when I'm alone in the apartment blue, listening to old songs of you. Because what we had was never loud, never built to impress a crowd, but deep and slow like weather, true, like the hours that once opened into you. Maybe life is mostly distance, mostly schedules, mostly missed, but now and then the dark relents and gives you one electric kiss. One night where all the clocks forget, 1 hour that you don't regret, one person in the low-lit room who makes the whole lake blue. The hours between us never felt so small. tired and hard to hold. You look like the end of summer, soft light turning cold. And I knew before I touched you what I'd never say out loud. You look like the end of summer, and I was already drowned. The night at that September feeling, half alive and halfway gone. The city still wore August heat, but the deeper heat was done. You stood outside the corner bar in a jacket over white, with your hair against your cheekbones and that low half lonesome smile. I was carrying too much silence, too much whiskey in my lungs, too many old mistakes that still wanted me to stay young. But you looked at me so gently, like there was no need to pretend. And I felt the dark around us open up and fold us in. We walked until the music softened, into low spill from open doors, until the traffic turned to murmurs and the rain dried from the floors. You talked about your mother's garden, how the roses never stayed, how beauty always asked for leaving, how the brightest hours fade. I told you I knew something of it, though not in words as clean as yours. I knew what it was to lose a season and still wait at the door. And when we kissed beneath the overhang, the whole avenue turned still, like all the red lights, all the windows bent around a single will. You came back with me till morning, no dramatic scene, no vows, just the hum of old appliances and moonlight on your mouth. You lay beside me in the blue lamp, and I watched your breathing slow, like if I stared enough I'd learn what I was never meant to know. Maybe that is why it lingers, why your name still warms the cold. Because some people do not leave you, they just turn into old gold. They live in weather cords and side streets, in the smell of smoke and wine, in the way the season changes and still leaves part of you behind. You look like the end of summer, that first cool breath in heat, that little lake that tells the heart this night will not repeat. But still I would not change it, would not save myself the fall, because some soft sorrows are the ones that mean the most of all. You look like the end of summer, warm, tired and hard to hold. You look like the end of summer, soft light turning Rain over electric town, shining every window down, making all the traffic lights look like little wounds tonight. I was driving past the old hotel where we once held each other well, and suddenly the glass, the steam, the whole dark avenue turned dream. You had a way of making pain look almost holy in the rain, standing under that buzzing sun with your wet hair and your tired eyes. I wanted to be someone new, someone not worthy enough for you, but mostly I was just a man trying to feel what he still can. I can still taste your kiss. The room is blue from the motel light, the bed too small, the hour too right, the radio on the dresser low, a slow song barely letting go. You told me stories I won't repeat, about leaving scars on every street, about being tired of moving on, about not knowing where you belong. I should have said more than I did, I should have opened what I hid, but sometimes love comes in so near, it makes a man all silence fear. Still when you called into my side, all the old noise in me went wide and thinned out like the smoke in air. For one small night I wasn't scared. Rain over electric town, washed the years and lowered down every wall I built in vain, since I lost you to the rain. If I never see you there again by the hotel light beneath the wind, I'll still know what the weather means when the whole city turns to dream. Rain over electric town, fall on me and take me down to the night we thought the dark might heal, everything we couldn't feel. Rain over electric town, keep your silver curtain down, because when the city shines like this, I can still taste your kiss. Rain over electric town, over electric town. We were halfway to morning when you put your hand in mine. The whole high was silver, the whole world out of time. There was no need for talking, the radio knew enough. fancy dressed as night. You said you hated daylight, the way it asks too much, the way it makes the fragile let go of every touch. You said the dark was kinder, it lets the wounded breathe, it hides what can't be spoken, gives the heart reprieve. I told you almost nothing, just drove and let it flow, because some truths are better when the engine keeps them low. And somewhere past the overpass and past the county line, you leaned against the window and looked more yours than mine. There was a gas station glowing like a shrine in empty heat, and for a minute we were nowhere, but somehow made complete. I bought you coffee, black and sweet. You laughed and called it bad, and somehow even that small sound was the best night I had had. No promises were spoken, no future lines were drawn, just us and all the silence before the edge of dawn. And maybe that is why it stays, why I still feel it move, because it never asked for more than one deep night in blue. Halfway to morning, the stars were wearing thin. Halfway to morning, I let the old ache in, and in that low hour between what leaves and what remains, you touch me like soft weather, like healing after rain. Halfway to morning, still living in the blue. Halfway to morning, still leaning into you. If love was only borrowed, if peace could not stay long, I still had you beside me, halfway inside a song. Halfway to morning, still not letting go. Halfway to morning, still glowing low. There are echoes on the boulevard tonight, falling through the damp electric light. Footsteps, sirens, somebody's closing the door. And somehow every sound becomes you more. I can see us in the storefront glass, meant for sleep. Echoes on the boulevard, that's where you still are. In the low-lit rain, in the passing cars. Echoes on the boulevard, where the old hearts start. And even now I hear you walking through my heart. There was a payphone by the corner bar, a flickering sign, one broken star. And all the little things I never said still crowd the space inside my head. You told me not to call it fate, that love comes in too soft, too late. But when your hand found mine outside, I felt the city move aside. Now every time I cross that street, I hear our old night underneath. The synth line from the open door, the little lie that asked for more. The look you gave me, low and clear, like the dark itself had brought you here to show me something brief and true could still cut all the way through. Echoes don't ask to be forgiven, they just stay where life was living. The brick, the rain, the rails, and the dim red glow where language fails. And if I never hear your voice again, I'll still know you by the weather, then by the way the boulevard turns blue whenever night decides to speak of you. Echoes on the boulevard, that's where you still are. In the low-lit rain, in the passing cars. Echoes on the boulevard, where the old hearts start. And even now I hear you walking through my heart. Echoes on the boulevard. Midnight room with the blinds half open, city glow cutting through the dark. A little red from the motel sign, a little gold on your shoulder mark. The air was warm from old machines, and the fan turned slow above the bed. The radio on the dresser whispered all the things we never said. You sat there winding up your hair, like the whole night had nowhere to be. And I felt something dangerous in how calmly you looked at me. Not danger like fire or broken glass, not the kind that shouts then leaves, but danger like maybe I would want, the kind of peace I could not keep. Midnight room with the blinds half open, that's where I still lose my mind. That little blue and red spill on you still lives somewhere behind my eyes. Midnight room with the blinds half open, low light falling on your skin. Every lonely late night hour still never blinds cut up the neon, or cars move by on wet black glass. It isn't even only you, it's the version of myself that almost learned how softness feels before I put it on a shelf. But maybe nothing true is wasted, even when it cannot stay. Maybe some rooms keep a heartbeat long after bodies pull away. So I keep that scene in like final hiss, warm, imperfect, low and true. A midnight room, a city glow, and all the dark that opened through you. Blinds have opened, heart have healed, night have spoken, hurt concealed. One room enough to change the air, one look enough to make you care. And if that's all the world allowed, no forever, no great vows, it still was more than most men find in a whole hard life of trying. Midnight room with the blinds half open, that's where I still lose my mind. That little blue and red spill on you still lives somewhere behind my eyes. Midnight room with the blinds half open, low light falling on your skin. Every lonely late night hour still lets that whole world in. Blinds half open, city glow, still coming through, still coming low. Nobody sleeps on summer streets, not with the heat, not with the beat, not with the neon dripping slow on every place we used to go. Nobody sleeps on summer streets, not when the midnight heart still beats, and every road, every passing car still feels like where we are. The whole town sweated under July, the soft bad moon in a pale black sky, and all the bars along the block were spilling songs past 1 o'clock. You came through smoke and amber light, too calm to be another night, too real to file away with the rest, too close to let my heart stay dressed. We walked until the liquor signs turned from red to silver lines, until the talking died away, and all that stayed was heat and sway. You held my hand without a word, and somehow that was all I heard. For once I didn't need more proof than your shadow moving with my shoes. There was a basketball court in the dark, chain link fence and one dead spark still blinking from a pole nearby, like a tiny wound against the sky. We sat there on the painted line, shared a cigarette, some cheap red wine, and everything about that scene still cuts cleaner than it should have been. You told me you were tired streets keep people bare, keep the old ache in the air, keep the radios alive in parked cars after 1 or 5. So if I drive those lanes again, windows down against the wind, I know exactly what I'll meet. Your ghost awake on summer streets. Nobody sleeps on summer streets. Not with the heat, not with the beat, not with the neon dripping slow on every place we used to go. Nobody sleeps on summer streets. Not when the midnight heart still beats, and every road, every passing car still feels like where we are. Nobody sleeps on summer streets. The city learns your name at night, not in daylight, not in clean bright lines, but in puddles holding neon still. And in the silence after closing time, I hear you in the elevator hum, in late cab tires over rain-soaked stone, and the way old records crack and bloom inside apartments where men drink alone. You had that voice that never hurt, like every word had walked through air. And every time you said my name, it made me feel less torn together. We met by chance or by design. I don't care now, I just know. The night I stood beneath your window, my whole hard world began to slow. This city learns your name every time the lights come down, every time the trains run late, every time it starts to rain on town. This city learns your name, and I hear it in the blue, in every low electric hour. The whole place turns to you. There was a rooftop off of 6th where we once leaned against the rail, talking about who we used to be, like we had outgrown every trail. You said you were tired of disappearing into the lives of men afraid. I said I knew something of hiding and smoking bars in masquerade. And though I never said it right, you must have heard it in my stare, because you moved a little closer, like you found an answer there. Then all the towers blurred in mist, the whole skyline turned to haze, and in that washed out violet distance, I thought maybe love could change. Now the city has new windows, new signs where old bars used to be, but somehow every change it wears still leaves your outline clear to me. A certain street at 2 a.m., a certain chord under soft delay, and all at once I am back there with your slow breath and that after gray. There are people who become a season, people who become a room, people who become the atmosphere inside game they learned and won't let go. This city learns your name every time the lights come down, every time the trains run late, every time it starts to rain on town. This city learns your name, and I hear it in the blue, in every low electric hour. The whole place turns to you. I still think about the glow we left behind on the overpass under the station sign, where the city held its breath at 2, and the whole night curved itself around you. You were wearing white beneath my coat, saying little things I still have wrote across the inside of my ribs somehow, though I couldn't tell you all that then or now. There are people who move through your life like weather, like a borrowed knife, and there are some who leave a room lit forever by the way they bloomed. You were that to me, though brief, a form of mercy and disbelief, a little warmth, a little ache, a kind of love that doesn't break. It just becomes another name for every low and silver flame. The glow you left behind still lives in me tonight, in every wet black street, in every broken light. The glow we left behind still opens up the dark, and every time I close my eyes, I see your little spark. There was no grand goodbye that came, no thrown glass, no final blame, just quieter weather, a longer pause, life doing what life always does. But some endings don't really end, they just stop asking to pretend. They settle in the blood and stay as color in the end of day. Now when I drive the riverside, I feel that old electric tide, the one that rose the night we kissed and made me feel what I might miss. And yes, I missed it, I miss it still. Your half-tied smile, your careful will, the way you looked at me like pain could maybe turn to rain again. We left a glow on those old streets, a hush inside the passing beats, a mark on windows, smoke and steel, a proof that something brief was real. And if the years erase the names, they can't unmake those little flames. The low blue hour, the hidden truth, the glow we left, the glow of you. The glow we left behind still lives in me tonight, in every wet black street, in every broken light. The glow we left the heater warm, and for a while the world lost form. I kept one hand upon the wheel, one on the ache I always feel when something beautiful is near enough to make me scared of all my love. You used to talk and half-made plans about desert towns and foreign sands, about leaving every small old wound somewhere beneath another moon. And I would drive and let you dream past truck stoplights and sodium beams, thinking maybe if I stayed this still, the night would keep you with me still. Dreams in the passenger seat, breathing soft beside me. Dreams in the passenger seat, making the dark feel kindly. Dreams in the passenger seat, slow as the mile markers move, and every road I ever need begins and ends with you. Up, you smiled that way, like the whole night had somewhere to stay. Like maybe not all broken things are lost when daylight comes in. You touched the glass, you traced the rain, you said my name like a low refrain, and suddenly the highway seemed like all the world was made of dreams. There are songs I cannot hear now, without that blue night coming down, without your head against the sea, without the city falling weak behind us like a tired line, while stars move slow across the sky. And if love was only passing through, it still knew how to feel like you. I don't need the dawn to promise, don't need years to make it honest. Some things are true because they're brief, because they bloom inside belief. One soft ride, one sleeping face, one little hush, one borrowed grace, enough to live a whole life through, enough to make the dark break through. Dreams in the passenger seat, breathing soft beside me. Dreams in the passenger seat, making the dark feel kindly. Dreams in the passenger seat, slow as the mile markers move, and every road I ever need begins and ends with you. Passenger seat, still dreaming. Somewhere between the stations, where the city thins to steel, where the late trains cut the darkness and the old nights still feel real. I remember how you waited by the stairs beneath the sign, your coat pulled close, your hair wind blown, your cold hand finding mine. Nothing grand about us, no bright beginning to recite, just tired eyes and low blue hours, and a ride into the night. But every time I crossed that platform, I felt my breathing change. like the whole world lost its edges, like my hurt had lost its name. Somewhere between the stations, I still hear you breathe. Somewhere between the stations, you still don't fully leave. In the rail hum and the rain, in the yellow sodium glow. Somewhere between the stations, I still feel what I know. We had one room by the avenue, a little lamp and cracked up shades, a radio playing low and warm while the city dimly swayed. You lay beside me without asking for the parts I couldn't tell, and I loved you for the quiet, for the way you wore your hair. You said some people carry weather even on the clearest day. I said mine was always winter till you came and bent the gray, and you smiled like you had heard that from too many men before. Still you stayed until the moon moved across the cheap motel floor. Now the years have made their distance, but distance isn't clean. It leaves fingerprints on music and ghosts in every screen. One old chord and I'm back there by the station after 2, watching slow reflections tremble on the pavement under blue. I don't ask for what I lost now, I don't ask where all love goes. I just know there are some hours that the heart will always owe, and mine are tied to train light into your face in winter air. Somewhere between the stations, I still meet you there. We were never meant for daylight, never built for polished rooms. We were made for softer sorrow and for neon afterbloom. So if memory is all I keep, then let it keep that view. The stairs, the sign, the meadow night, and me still turning to you. Somewhere between the stations, I still hear you breathe. Somewhere between the stations, you still don't fully leave. In the rail hum and the rain, in the yellow sodium glow. Somewhere between the stations, I still feel what I know. Between the stations, still holding on. Between the stations, you're never fully gone. After the last red light, when the city turns thin and the streets turn white, I still drive by your side of town with the window low and the music down. There's a slow old pulse and the dashboard glow like a voice from a life I used to know. And every rain streak signal line feels like left the whole room wanting yours. And when you leaned into the low blue dark, I felt something move in my guarded heart. Like all the years I wore like steel could bend again, could start to feel. After the last red light, I still hear your name in the night. Still feel your breath in the afterglow. Still take the roads where we used to go. After the last red light, I still believe in a softer light, a slower love in a world so fast, one tender thing that was built to last. There was a diner near the river bend where the same old song came on again. And you looked out through the fogged up pane, like you were trying it out to stare the rain. You said sometimes the darkest rooms are where the quiet mercy blooms. And I didn't answer, just watched your face. Let the silence fill the empty space. I never knew how to speak that clean. I was all sharp corners and in between, but you moved through me like evening air, like something healing was already there. And every little thing you said that night still comes back soft in the traffic light, like the city itself keeps speaking true every time it turns that shade of blue. And if we only had those hours, half-lit streets and borrowed power, a little warmth, a low refrain, a soft hand moving through the rain, then maybe that was more than most. A light that lingers like a ghost, not gone, not fully staying too, just living somewhere deep in blue. After the last red light, I still hear your name in the night. Still feel your breath in the afterglow. Still take the roads where we used to go. After the last red light, I still believe in a softer light, a slower love in a world so fast, one tender thing that was built to last. After the last red light, I still drive your way at night. After the last red light, you still live there in my mind. There were hours between us even then, not just the training times or the men who came before, the jobs, the miles, but all the hurt beneath our smiles. Still when you sat beside me late in that all-night diner off Route 8, it felt like distance had a seam. The dark might loosen at the edges. Coffee steam and fluorescent blue. The waitress tie the jukebox mute. Your fingers circle in the glass, like reading futures in the past. You asked me what I feared the most. I almost said becoming a ghost. Almost said wanting too much from you. Almost said what was already true. The hours between us never felt so small. Not with your face in the window light, not with your hand on mine at all. The hours between us still glow in the night fall. until the city thinned, past warehouses, docks and wind, and every red light on the road looked like a wound that softly glowed. You told me love was not a cure, just a place where pain turns pure, a place where one soft human touch can mean far more than not enough. I think of that when winter comes, when all the avenue goes numb, when I'm alone in the apartment blue, listening to old songs of you. Because what we had was never loud, never built to impress a crowd, but deep and slow, like weather true, like the hours that once opened into you. Maybe life is mostly distance, mostly schedules, mostly missed, but now and then the dark relents and gives you one electric kiss. One night where all the clocks forget, 1 hour that you don't regret, one person in the low-lit room who makes the whole day bloom. The hours between us never felt so small, not with your face in the window light, not with your hand on mine at all. The hours between us still glow when the night falls, and every clock I've tried to trust still breaks against your walls. The hours between us. This is a long term for the lost. For the ones who never learn how to love without being burned, for the men who drove too is a nocturne for the lost, for the hearts that paid the cost, for the ones who still believe in a touch they couldn't keep. This is a nocturne for the lost, for the road still lined with frost, for the souls who no one look can still undo all it took. Fade out on me tonight. Soft neon heart, stay warm in the blue light. Soft neon heart, even if the dawn comes hard, stay somewhere under my skin. Soft neon heart. There was a glow on the avenue, and every store window reflected you, like the whole town had learned your face and saved it in some hidden place. You were standing by the theater wall, where the posters peeled and the shadows fall, with your hands in your coat and your eyes half tired, like somebody who had walked through fire. I was never good at gentle things. I knew bars, mistakes, and midnight rings. I knew how to leave before the hurt, how to laugh it off and call it dirt. Then you looked at me the way you did, like there was no need to stay half hid, and something old in me went still, like the dark itself had lost its will. We didn't say much in that first hour, just let the city keep its power. Let the passing cars and distant train do the talking through the rain. And when your shoulder touched my sleeve, I felt the kind of ache that makes you believe. Not in forever, not in saving grace, just in one real touch, in one real place. The radio low in my parked old car sounded like it came from another star. Warm synth lines and a little hiss, the kind of song that lives in a kiss. You smiled and watched the windshield glass as the wet-lit traffic moved and passed. And I thought if love could sound like this, maybe I had not yet lost all this. Soft things cut deeper than the loud ones do, a hand to look along right through, a city washed in silver rain, a name you never quite explain. And if I never hold you long, I'll still have this slow aching song, this little heat the midnight gave. This soft neon heart I could not save. Soft neon heart, don't fade out on me tonight. Soft neon heart, stay warm in the blue light. Soft neon heart, even if the dawn comes hard, stay somewhere under my skin. Velvet rain on the windshield, streetlights breaking into gold. The city wore its loneliness like a story it had told. You were quiet in the passenger side, your fingers drawing on the glass, and every line you traced there looked like something meant to last. I kept the heater low between us and the radio even lower still. A soft male voice, a dying reverb, and the ache that follows will. You didn't need to say you missed me, I could hear it in your breath, in the way you watched the river like you were measuring what was left. Velvet rain on the windshield, carry me back to that light, carry me back to your shoulder and that low unguarded night. Velvet rain on the windshield, soft as a hand on skin. Some loves don't crash or shatter, they just keep coming in. There was a turn off by the overpass where we once parked to watch the dawn. We sat there then without a future, still somehow felt less alone. You told me you were tired of noise, of broken men and louder scars, tired of all the daytime answers, tired of all the empty bars. I wanted to say I'd be different, wanted to say I'd stay and prove, but the truest thing I had that night was simply how I looked at you. And maybe that was why it mattered, because nothing dressed it up. No promises, no grand salvation, just that silence and enough. Now when rain hits glass at midnight, I lose whole years inside the sound. I see your face in every neon, in every road worn edge of town. And I think of how you touched me, not like a prize or open wound, but like a tired song worth saving in a half-lit room in June. There's mercy in a gentle leaving, there's sorrow in a soft goodbye. There's a whole world in one night's weather, there's a lifetime in one look held right. So let the rain keep doing what it does, blur the past and make it shine, because through all the years in traffic, that blue lit ache is mine. Velvet rain on the windshield, carry me back to that light, carry me back to your shoulder and that low unguarded night. Velvet rain on the windshield, soft as a hand on skin. Some loves don't crash or shatter, they just keep coming in. Still coming in. On the windshield again. Tonight the buildings breathe again, their windows opening like skin. The tired brick and faded names, still warm from old remembered flames. pockets full of you. Not your body now, but what it did, the way it woke what I had hid. You love the city after hours, when all the noise lost half its power, when yellow cabs ran thin and late, and every street looked washed by fate. You said the truth was easier found when fewer people were around, when all that's left is light and rain, and the hum beneath the passing train. Tonight the buildings breathe, and I breathe with them. Every wall remembers how you looked back then. Tonight the buildings breathe, and the whole town grieves, in that soft blue way the midnight always leaves. There was a rooftop where we smoked, wind inside your winter coat, and all the city spread below like a circuit of old afterglow. You leaned against the wire rail and talked about the ways we failed, about your father, about escape, about the shape regret can take. I didn't try to fix a thing, I only listened to the wind move your hair across your face, like time was giving us some grace. And later in the alley light, you kissed me once but kissed me right, the kind that enters blood and stays long after all the neon decays. Buildings breathe because they keep everything the people leave. Laughter in the stairwell, smoke, rain on glass, unfinished hope. So if tonight they sigh my name, I know exactly why they came, to tell me what I still believe. You lived here once, the buildings breathe. Tonight the buildings breathe, and I breathe with them. Every wall remembers how you looked back then. Tonight the buildings breathe, and the whole town grieves, in that soft blue way the midnight always leaves. Breathe. Tonight the buildings breathe. Passenger side moon on your cheek, dashboard dimming, speakers weak, heat from the vents and the smell of rain, and all the old hurt going strange. You were quiet but not far, one hand resting near the gear, and every mile marker in the dark looked like a wound turning clear. I asked if you were tired, not yet, not now. Then looked out at the truck stop signs like they might tell us how to leave behind the lives we wore like jackets too heavy in July, to find a room where nothing asks too much from you and I. Passenger side moon, shine on everything we hide. Passenger side moon, keep that softness in your eyes. If the night can hold us long enough, maybe we don't need the truth too soon. We just need this road. And the passenger side moon, you started humming with the chorus of some old tape I'd almost worn through. And hearing you so low and close made the whole car feel brand new. There are moments that don't need a future, moments that don't need to be named. They just sit there in the bloodstream and quietly rearrange. We took the road that runs by water and watched the bridge lights blink apart. You said the dark feels kinda here, like it doesn't want your heart. I said maybe that is why I keep driving after one, looking for that little mercy before the black turns done. I remember where you touched me, not my skin but something deeper. The place beneath the practice lines, the place all lonely men keep sleeper. And when you laid your hand on mine without demand, without disguise, it felt like all the years I wore had softened in one night's stride. Now whenever moonlight spills across an empty passenger seat, I can almost hear you breathing, and that low unfinished beat. And I know some loves are not for keeping, not for houses, not for noon, but for roads and windows and the hush beneath the passenger side moon. Moon on your cheek, road under me, one small hour, wide as the sea. If that was all the dark could prove, it still was more than I knew how to lose. Passenger side moon, shine on everything we hide. Passenger side moon, keep that softness in your eyes. If the night can't hold us long enough, maybe we don't need the truth too soon. We just need this road. And the passenger side moon, passenger side moon, stay a little longer. Passenger side moon, still pulling me under. dark is almost kind, and the static clears my mind. Because I don't need forever now, I only need your breathing somehow. Your shoulder in the half-lit room, your shadow in the blue perfume. Stay until the static fades, stay until the speakers break, stay until the night grows thin and the blue light lets us in. Stay until the static fades, until all the old hurt shakes. If we only get this song, then stay with me this long. Until the static fades. Blue motel moon above the sign, cheap red wine and borrowed time, a parking lot full of sleeping cars, and us beneath those tired stars. You said the night looked almost kind, I said it looked like your old mind. Beautiful, restless, hard to read, full of things you never speak. The room was small, the blinds were thin, the neon post across your skin, and every little breath you took made the whole world feel like a book. I should have read more carefully before it closed its hands on me, before I learned 1 hour can move like a lifetime if it's spent with you. Blue motel moon, stay with me a while, make the dark room softer with that half-broken smile. Blue motel moon, hang over what we knew, because every lonely highway still glows a little blue. We never had the kind of love that daylight could be proud of. Ours was made of parking lots, late TV light and tangled thoughts. But there was something true in it, something low and intimate, a quiet ache, a hidden flame, a way the dark would say your name. You brushed my hair back from my face, like giving all my ruins grace. And in that silence I could tell you knew your own small private hell. Maybe that's why I stayed so near, because your hurt felt mine to hear, because your softness in the blue was the closest thing I knew to truth. No, I don't need to know the end, I don't need the story to descend into some lesson I can keep. I just need that moon in cheap motel sleep. except the low blue light and you. Blue motel moon, stay with me a while. Make the dark room softer with that half-broken smile. Blue motel moon, hang over what we knew, because every lonely highway still glows a little blue. Blue motel moon, still hanging over you. the city knows, only the city sees what we were in the low-lit glow, what you still are to me. Only the city knows how the cold rain falls and why I still hear your voice in the echoes of these walls. Only the city knows. Only the city knows. You came to me with soft damage, with tired eyes and careful hands, like someone who had seen enough to stop pretending love was simple. I knew that look because I wore it under all my midnight noise, under every joke and cigarette, under all the broken boy disguise. We met where the bridge meets downtown, where the river carries me on down, and the whole dark city leaned like it wanted in between. You asked me nothing of my past, you only stood there in the blasted blue light from the liquor sign, and made the silence feel like mine. Soft image, you wore it like a light. Soft image, made beautiful at night. Soft image, and somehow through the ache, you touched me in the one place, but still knew how to wait. There was no scene, no grand collision, no dramatic kind of start, just your shoulder brushing into mine, and that little shift inside my heart. We drove without a destination, past the factories and the yards, listening to those slow songs like two survivors in the dark. You talked about your mother's house, about leaving young, about getting out, about all the men who love too loud, too hard, too fast, too proud. And I told you almost nothing true, except the parts I couldn't hide from you. The way I feared what love could do, the way I still kept falling through. Maybe we were not salvation, maybe we were just relation. Two tired souls in one blue frame, giving ruin a gentler name. But if that's all it ever was, then still it moved through me enough to leave a little warmth behind, a little mercy in my mind. Soft image, you wore it like a light. Soft image, made beautiful at night. Soft image, motel moon above the sun, cheap red wine and borrowed time, a parking lot full of sleeping cars, and us beneath those tired stars. You said the night looked almost kind. I said it looked like your old mind. Beautiful, restless, hard to read, full of things you never speak. The room was small, the blinds were thin, the neon post across your skin, and every little breath you took made the whole world feel like a book. I should have read more carefully before it closed its hands on me, before I learned 1 hour can move like a lifetime if it's spent with you. Blue motel moon, stay with me a while, make the dark room softer with that half-broken smile. Blue motel moon, hang over what we knew, because every lonely highway still glows a little blue. We never had the kind of love that daylight could be proud of. Ours was made of parking lots, late TV light and tangled thoughts. But there was something true in it, something low and intimate, a quiet ache, a hidden flame, a way the dark would say your name. You brushed my hair back from my face, like giving all my ruins grace. And in that silence I could tell you knew your own small private hell. Maybe that's why I stayed so near, because your hurt felt mine to hear, because your softness in the blue was the closest thing I knew to truth. No, I don't need to know the end. I don't need the story to descend into some lesson I can keep. I just need that moon and cheap motel sleep, that silver line across your wrist, that little lake inside the kiss, that one brief world where nothing moved except the low blue light and you. Blue motel moon, stay with me a while, make the dark room softer with that half-broken smile. Blue motel moon, hang over what we knew, because every lonely highway still glows a little blue. Blue motel moon, still hanging over you. Midnight afterglow, this where I like every scar could turn itself to song. And I believe because your eyes said so, back in the midnight afterglow. I remember one room on the upper floor, a half-broken lock and a painted door, the curtains moving with the summer wind, and the feeling that our lives are just about to begin. You touched my face like you were reading me, like all the lost and lonely things I'd been. And for 1 hour I became someone who thought the night could outlast the sun. Now I drive those old industrial lanes past the wall still dark from years of rain, and every little sign that flickers weak feels like the kind of truth I cannot speak. The radio plays off behind the wheel, the kind of song that makes old bruises feel like they were worth it, just to know that loved ones lived in afterglow. You were never mine in the common way, you were more like light at the end of days, something brief and holy and hard to hold, something warm that still survives the cold. And though the years have changed the names and bars and painted over half our little stars, there's one blue place I always go, back to the midnight afterglow. No promises survive the dawn, no perfect hearts keep carrying on, but some soft nights don't disappear, they stay in the blood, they stay in the ear. One low song, one look, one room, one little ache that keeps in bloom, one dream that time can't overthrow. That's you, that's the afterglow. Midnight afterglow, that's where I still know you, in the soft electric glow, in the dark that shines blue. Midnight afterglow, you're the fire under snow, and no matter where I go, I still live inside that glow. Midnight afterglow, still shining low. Still shining low. I saw your name in the rearview glass, somehow reflected from the past, not written there but clear enough to make the whole night feel too much. The city rolling silver lines, the highway blurred beneath the signs, and all at once the dark I knew became another road to you. There was a softness in your leaving, not like a fight, more like a season, the kind that moves without a sound and still turns everything around. I never got the words quite right, I lived too much inside the night. But if the dark could speak for me, it would say what you still mean to me. Your name in the rearview, your eyes in the rain, your voice in the low light. to you. We had a room above the avenue, cheap curtains, cigarette smoke and blue, a lamp that made your skin look gold, and a silence warmer than the cold. You rested there beside my chest, and for a while my soul could rest, like all the noise I'd carried in had finally let the quiet win. We never spoke in grand designs, we lived in glances, passing signs, and half-said things, and midnight cars, and old cassette tapes, and rooftop stars. And maybe that's why it still stays, why I still lose whole nights and days, because the best of what was true never needed words to come from you. I don't blame time for what it does, I don't blame life for losing us, but some things linger in the blue, like rain on glass, like me on you. And if I never touch that hand again, or hear you laugh above the rain, I'll still know where the heart breaks through, right there in the rear view. Your name in the rear view, your eyes in the rain, your voice in the low light, coming back again. Your name in the rear view, like a wound that shines through. No matter how far I drive, I keep coming back to you. Rear view, your name in the rear view, still coming through. Last train, late train to memory. I took the late train out of downtown, past the warehouse lights and River Brown, and every window held a smaller night, a flicker of somebody else's life. I sat alone beneath the humming wire, with your old ghost wrapped around my tire, and the rails kept singing underneath, like a heart that never found relief. You used to meet me near the station sign, coffee in your hand, your fingers twined in mine, like the whole harsh city could be kind if we got there just before closing time. And all the things we never learned to say still wait between the tracks, and yesterdays still rise whenever darkness starts, and pull the dust off sleeping hearts. Late train to memory, take me where I used to be, where your eyes still shine for me, in the half-light by the station. Late train to memory, run slow through the century, every lonely seat still keeps your shape beside me. Now the years have laid their weather down on every bar and every side street town, but some old feelings don't decay, they just learn quieter ways to stay. A certain chord, a certain passing car, a certain room beneath a certain star, and suddenly the air turns blue, with all the things that lead to you. I remember how you wore my coat, how your low voice sat inside my throat, how you looked at me like I was more than all the damage I had been your shape beside me. Still carrying me. You were never made for daylight, defined for clear and simple lines. Belong to low-lit corners, half-closed bars and after times. I met you where the neon trembled on a tired downtown street, and the whole damn world turned softer with the sound of your heartbeat. You wore black like it was mercy, like the dark had learned your name. Felt like shelter from the rain. I had spent too long pretending I was stronger than I felt. Then you touched my hand in silence, and the whole disguise just fell. Love, light, lover, come and stay a little longer. Let the city turn. Just to stand here in your shadow. There was music from a back room, some slow synth through a broken wall, and the air around your shoulder made the whole night feel too small. We didn't need to chase forever, we didn't need to speak it out. We had one blue hour between us, and that was more than most live without. You leaned against the window, watching headlights smear like stars, and I saw all the quiet hurt you had hidden underneath the dark. I wanted to be gentle, wanted not to move too fast, wanted to believe a little. There's something soft could maybe last. Love, light, lover, come and stay a little longer. Let the city turn without us. Let the silence pull us under. Lord, light, lover, you're the dream the dark was made for, and I'd lose 1,000 mornings just to stand here in your shadow. Maybe love is not a promise, maybe love is not a plan. Maybe it's just one room glowing when you finally understand. One look, one touch, one borrowed night, one little mercy in the blue, one heart learning how to open just because it met with you.